And we're live, and my hair is weird. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck? I'm gonna have to stop doing it to my hair because I can't get a haircut in fucking extreme lockdown. And it's gonna get too, it just looks so fucking weird on the monitor. Angry, would you say you're a vain person? No, I'm just sitting here obsessing about how my hair looks. Don't mind me none. I'm just hyper conscious of my hair looks weird and uneven. But I guess I'll live with that. Just mix up my blood orange juice and lemonade with a teensy bit of grenadine, my homemade pomegranate syrup. Yeah. From a certain point of view, the juice is homemade. I squozed it myself. Bought some actual blood oranges and squeezed them. And it makes a very tasty beverage. Heist and Computer. Hello. Yes, Computer. That's a big thing. For those who don't know, we actually have a fucking curfew in Melbourne, and it's just hit 8 p.m. local time. You are literally not allowed out on the streets unless it's legitimate for work or something. And yeah, all we need is for the fucking NBN to crash. Like it did on Sunday. Internet was fucked up for a couple of hours. But it's okay at the moment. So can have a curfew show because my internet's not fucking up at the moment. In fact, I'm on Wi-Fi as well. I haven't had to connect to cable for a long time. Although I did learn if I wanted to play a YouTube video, I need to connect to cable. But it's lots as it may be here in Curfew Town. I just thought of something. I'm just looking something up. Among other things, it's Obama's birthday today. I'm going to make an El Presidente cocktail. Heist, you can be in your own driveway, yes, but you can't go off your property. I did see a fun joke event in Facebook. Put your bins out tomorrow at 8:01 p.m. Live dangerously. Just do it at 8:01. You don't want to do it later than that, but just 8:01. It's like, ooh, living life on the edge. Might do that tomorrow night. No, actually, it's only Monday, isn't it? My bin night's Wednesday night. That's the funny thing. Mrs. Angry is fascinated by how quiet the neighborhood is after curfew. Like you don't hear any cars. And went out to have a listen. And I walked out past our driveway onto the footpath to listen. Mrs. Angry goes, "Oh, you went outside." And I went, "Oh, I did too. Oh, get inside before the cops get me." What? Heist, did you say it's Tuesday today? I thought it was Monday. Jesus. See? This whole fucking COVID thing is bullshit. I always lose track of what day it is. It is Tuesday. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is bin night. So maybe it's just because work was really intense. It still felt like Monday. I always find Monday the difficult day for work. So that might have been it. Might be because work was a bit intense today. It still feels like Monday. But thank you, Heist, for correcting me on the fucking day of the week. Jesus. Oh, God help me. So I'm going to make an El Presidente for Obama's birthday. Please enter my date of birth, 1966. I don't know why I put my real date in. Put anything in. Rum, orange juice, grenadine. And differs for a president, say rum, orange juice, lemon juice, grenadine. But liquor.com say for an El Presidente, they say rum, curacao, vermouth, grenadine. That's the one I'm making. That is the one I'm making. Rum, curacao, vermouth, and grenadine. For Obama's birthday. You go, hey, Annette, how are you? Yes, Colin, I fucking think every day is a blur, definitely. Yes, out in the outer suburbs, high country, there's a little bit of snow. In the country area, higher altitude areas, there was a little bit. And so I see some stuff, some bits of Tassie got quite a bit of snow, like closed a highway. Some trucks sort of lost it and blocked the highway. And then the people were told they couldn't even turn around because of the snow. They were just fucking stuck. Does not happen very often in Australia, not even in Tasmania. So just for a rarity. Also, look, does my special book have an El Presidente recipe? El de Flower, El Camino does have an El Presidente. It has an El Camino, an El Dorado, an El Jolgorio, and an El Presidente. Let me see what they say for an El Presidente. White rum, vermouth, curacao, grenadine. Okay, that's the one I'm going with because I fucking trust this guy too. Computer. Tassie's technically part of Australia. They don't want to be at the moment. They are saying they're completely cutting themselves off from the mainland. So, Jeremy, I got a better webcam quite a while ago. So it depends when you were last looking. Maybe I just improved the lighting as well. Because I fixed that a bit recently. Can't get it. I haven't tried for a while. Maybe you can get webcams again, but that was the big thing with the working from home thing. Places sold out of laptops and webcams and monitors and microphones. I think they kind of restocked. I got this one not long ago, Blue Yeti. They replaced my other one because my lad wanted a microphone because his headset or his laptop microphone was fucked. I said, "Oh, okay, you can have mine. And I'm going to buy myself a new one." Hey, Strictly Sega and Abigail. Hello. Well, I'll try and lull you to sleep, Abigail. Or are you going to switch off and go to sleep? That would make sense. Jeremy, I've had the webcam longer than 2 months, although time is meaningless. So maybe I just improved my lighting since you last looked. Who knows? There are some things people were not meant to know. Secrets to be held by God only. Let's see. So, yeah. Okay. I've been really good. I haven't had anything alcoholic to drink for 2 days. So, like Trooper, I have not put the new computer together yet. All the parts are sitting there waiting. And now that fucking lockdown happened, Abigail can't come over and fix it. My daughter could probably do all the upgrades. I haven't actually asked her if she is in the mood to. But my new computer is not actually running at the moment. Big box of parts waiting to come to life. Yeah, see, I didn't prove my Strictly Sega. The freaking what I see on my laptop is not what you see out there, and I didn't realize that. And it looked fine on my laptop, but apparently it was like dark and the colors were wonky. So now it actually looks overexposed to me, but apparently it looks basically right on things. Colin, that is actually true. This is actually just plug bits. Yeah, I know you could claim it's for, and it would be work. But I don't know. I just think it's bad idea at the moment. I think we should err on the side of caution. Kyle, I'm sober. Yeah, I'm usually sober. It has to get late in a stream for me to be drunk. This is only the first 10 minutes of a stream. Jeremy, you think putting one together is fun? Software is hard. Well, the thing running. Yeah, China's taken over everything. So this is kind of a joke. I thought could have a themed tie if I'm doing an El Presidente to say happy birthday, Obama, and because all the conspiracy nuts who think he's communist, so I thought I'd wear a communist tie just for a laugh. Wear one of my communist ties. I have a couple of communist ties just because that's a thing. The opportunity arose to get a communist tie, and I got it. I think I've told this story before. An American friend got a JFK tie, and there was also a Winston Churchill tie. I just thought he was really ugly, so I didn't get it. I like the Mao one. They even put his wart on his chin, which is nice. But as when people say, why did I get these? Well, 3 reasons. One, they were cheap. I forget how cheap, but I remember they were cheap. 2, design-wise, it's too sort of fine detail for you to really be able to see. But it's done with diagonal threads of black and silver in different thicknesses to give all the grays. It's really clever design-wise. That's not a screen print. It's done with thread, different thicknesses of silver and black thread. And the 3rd reason I got it is because I just thought a communist on a business tie was fucking funny. This is for when I had an office job where I had to wear a tie, and I really do not like ties. So I started getting novelty ties. And people go, you must really love ties. No, I fucking hate ties. So I'm just going to wear silly ties, or at least novelty ties. So I've got a lot of cartoon character ones. And I thought communist business ties was ironically amusing. Ooh, Strictly said you were watching movies. You watched the Peter Brock movie. Over the top, bit of a shock. Glossed over his darker side. Oh. Fun doco, more than interesting. There you go. Yes, God, I'm old enough that Peter Brock was a huge part of Australian culture when I was growing up. For those who don't know, he was a very accomplished motor racing driver in the 70s and 80s. Did the you never knew he beat his wife. I think fucking every fucking famous man beats their wife, basically. Certainly sports people, entertainment people. He was a very accomplished motor racing driver in maybe the 60s, 70s, and 80s, actually. He drove for Holden, the 05 number car. And yes, Heine, he won Bathurst heaps of times. King of the Mountain, Brocky. Drive the V8 Holdens. Yeah. Like Struber, yes, I have Chinese friends. And so most of them probably wouldn't like Mao Tai because most Chinese people here have either been here multi-generational or did the bolt from China because of the authoritarian communist regime. So they don't look too fondly on old Mao, a lot of people. I might add, for good reason. Whether through ineptitude, corruption, or evil, was instrumental in famines that killed millions of people. What it appears to historians, and this was a problem in the Soviet Union as well, the people in power, the perfection of communism was not to be challenged. So there was no such thing as a problem caused by their authoritarian communist system. If there was a problem, it's because someone was bad. Like, so when they weren't getting the crop yield they wanted, they decided the farmers were thieves and were stealing and hoarding and being counter-revolutionary. Variations of this shit in agriculture, in manufacturing, everywhere happened repeatedly in the authoritarian regimes who called themselves communist, whether that be China, Soviet Union, Cambodia, basically all of them. The totalitarians decided that various people were enemies of communism and fucking killed them. Not so much Cuba, not saying Fidel Castro was squeaky clean by any stretch of the imagination. Don't think he caused famines that killed millions of people, though. Much as the Americans tried to destroy Cuba's economy for decades, they're actually doing okay. So you got a friend who calls communism crazy mental hospital stuff. The problem is it's kind of okay. It's not really what you're saying, but there's the thing I want to say. You get particularly conservatives say, "Oh, how can you sort of be pro-communist? You say you're opposed to the evil of someone like Hitler killing millions of people, but you're not opposing communism, even though the communists killed millions of people." And just to make 2 points, the communists did not murder people on an industrial scale like Hitler, and Hitler's attempts at genocide were not a corruption of his ideology. They were the fulfillment of his ideology. And the authoritarian regimes in Soviet Union, China, to name two, were a corruption of communist ideals, not a fulfillment of them. You can feel free to try and make the argument that it's impossible to live up to communist ideals. I don't know that that's actually true, but like I said, a really big difference between the Nazis and the communists. Genocide with the Nazis is an actual fulfillment of their ideology, and the large-scale persecution and death we saw in the totalitarian communist regimes was a perversion of the communist ideal. That's a pretty big difference. Worried about I am very worried about our economy after the lockdown, quite honestly. Jeremy, in the high school you studied the Long March and the Red Army. Interesting to see how political parties differed so much. Look, human history is fascinating. Awful, terrible, horrifying, violent. Humans fucking suck. But still very interesting and amazing at the same time. We're a fascinating little species. We do great things and we do terrible things, sometimes at the same time. That's what weird, complicated little creatures we are. We're capable. Like you can look at some things and go, okay, well, hundreds of years ago we were doing fuck things, but we're better now. But you can also, if you're honest, looking at people who were simultaneously doing great things and doing fucked things. It's quite the thing to be a human. Not an altogether good thing to be a human, but we don't have a choice. It's what we are. But of course, we do have various choices in how we conduct ourselves as humans. But yes, that's the thing. What's the time? 8:20. I'm just thinking of, am I going to make one drink or am I going to make two drinks, as in alcoholic beverages? I'm assuming it's working. I'm streaming this to Twitch as well tonight, which I haven't done in yonks. I don't go on Twitch. I set up a Twitch account and then don't use it. But I did link this. I'm on the streaming to Twitch when I first started, and then I signed up for a particular membership that let me stream to two platforms, and I experimented for a while, and I wasn't getting any traction on Twitch. And also, Twitch creeps me out because they have those I don't know what they call them, like achievement badges or whatever. They're doing this fucking Pavlov's reaction reward stimulus trying to get you to literally stream for hundreds of hours a month that I find creepy as fuck. I find that structure they have that's trying to hook you in and want you to get more and more of these awards. And in order to do that, you have to stream for literally hundreds of hours a month. And I find that creepy as all fuck. And that the fact that I wasn't getting any traction and I found aspects of Twitch really creepy is why when I had to settle on two, I settled on YouTube and Facebook. But StreamYard recently upgraded what I can do, and I can stream to 3 platforms. So it's no skin off my nose. So I'm streaming to Twitch as well. So I don't actually expect anyone to be watching on Twitch, but who the fuck knows? Not me. Colin, yeah, I don't want to get so drunk I stumble out in the street. That would be very drunk. To stumble out of my house and it's fucking freezing cold out there. That would be very drunk. Strictly, what are my thoughts about Microsoft buying TikTok? Oh, I don't give a shit, but it seems the whole thing with TikTok seems fucking ridiculous. Locust Trip here. You don't believe Soviet Union, Communist China were communist? They were totalitarians. And that's what I said. What happens and continues to happen in China and what happened in the Soviet Union was a corruption of communist ideals, not a fulfillment of them. Whereas what the Nazis did, attempted genocide, was a fulfillment of their ideals, not a corruption of their. It's what they wanted. Heine, you're going to explore OBS to stream car racing games. I had a brief look at OBS, and I am old and do not like new and complicated things. And I have fucked OBS off after trying it for about 5 seconds. It was just, no, this is too complicated. Fuck it. Jeremy, what's my upload speed? I think that varies. Didn't know that Facebook limits to 720, 30 frames per second. YouTube allows 1080, 60 frames per second. I'm honestly not that worried about, the fidelity of a live stream. It's more about the chat and the talking. Yes, you want to see me, and hopefully it stays in sync, because one of my favorite streams on Facebook is always out of sync. It's fucking weird. Always out of sync. Abigail, use OBS and gotten quite proficient in its use. I'm not surprised that you're able to do that well. Computer, it was government tells us TikTok's bad. Opened the other day, there was an ad from Dan Andrews about how you got to advertise where the people are, man. I'm not sure how much I know the federal government might have said TikTok is shifty because they're just sucking Trump's butthole. But I'm not aware that many state governments have voiced concerns over TikTok. Heine, you explored OBS, couldn't see stream in a browser tab. Concluded, read the fucking manual. Yeah. No, it's just, I was just like, no, I couldn't work it out instantly, so I got frustrated and stopped. Look, I live in an HCF area, 40. Look, I'm on Wi-Fi now. I mean, I can just do a quick speed test. The speed test. Ookala. I trust this one. I don't know why, but I do. Bum, 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 bum. Come on. Loading. And bing, 10 millisecond ping. Ooh, looks like I'm getting about 50 mips down. Little bit over 50 mips down, which is not bad at all. Now let's go for the up. Which is not bad. It would be faster if I connected a cable. That's not bad. Not bad. Colin, the Instagram and Facebook stream the audio and video as different files. Yeah, that would make sense. I haven't, maybe people have just been polite. Some people watch me on Facebook. It's not common for someone to say I'm out of sync, but Colin, what you're saying, there tends to be what tends to happen if there's a slight glitch, the video file makes that lag for a second, but the audio stays normal speed so that you get out of sync. Upload test is nuking the stream. Yeah, okay. That's not that surprising that the upload test interfered with the stream, but I'm done now. So anyway. Ha ha. Okay. See, that's pretty funny that I fucking fucked up the stream just by doing the speed test. But the speed test said like 50 MIPS down and 20 up, basically. So, but it would be notably better than that if I connected a cable. But broadly speaking, I don't need to. So now going to. Yeah, my beard's getting gray. I'm going to be vain and color it again. And what about my hair, man? It's about as long as I'm comfortable with it getting. God, how long ago did I get it cut? I didn't think it was that long ago. Month? See, fucking time. Time is fucking meaningless. Like 1 month, 2 months ago? I don't remember. Lucas Trooper, imagine living in an area with fiber to the node and you're 10 kilometers away from the node. Yes, that would suck. That would suck. Ooh, yes, I can see Colin, people streaming live off their phone. Actually, funny thing. This is probably a really stupid idea, but I might do it momentarily. If I send myself a link. And open it on my phone, I should be able to use my phone as a second camera, but it might fuck up the speed of the stream. Abigail, got fiber to your kitchen. Nice. Jeremy, I'm pretty sure you can't get a haircut in stage 4 lockdown. Pretty sure they shut down the hairdressers. So no fucking haircut for 6 weeks for me. And I'm worried it's going to be much longer than that. Maybe I'll just do the thing, get clippers and just go, wow. Kirsten, hello. Oh, Locust Trooper, what disadvantaged people get shitty internet? Disadvantaged people get shitty everything. It's the way it works. Right. So I am going to do a silly thing. A link. Entering. Broadcast studio. Yes. Oh, wait. I'm going to go on mute because I don't want feedback sound. Enter broadcast studio. Dun, 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 dun. I'm backstage. Why can't I see myself waiting backstage? Fucking Annette, no dye job on Saturday. Okay, I'm supposed to be in the fucking lobby and I can't see my... It's not working. This has worked before. Jeremy, you got 94.35. That's pretty good. Locust, you got 110 and 50. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good too. Ooh, Kirsten's doing your hair tonight. Nice. Nice. Okay, this didn't work for some reason. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. C'est la vie. C'est la vie, as the French say. Oh, it's worth a try. All right, so yes, Kirsten doing hair. Annette gonna dye her hair. I might dye my hair. I don't know. Still don't know what to do because I'm gonna have to do my hair differently because it's my just thing I've done forever, just brushing my hair back so it sort of sits up. It's going to be too long to do that. And I'll do my hair differently and it'll look totally different. Everyone will be weirded out. Why do you look so different? What the fuck? Colin, why you don't understand why they didn't use HFC more using newer DOCSIS version you can get 500 100. Well, because, dude, fucking Murdoch wanted him to fucking nobble the NBN. That's why. And the Libs wanted to fuck the NBN because it was Labor's idea, and they can't bring themselves to say that Labor would ever have a good idea. So they had to say it was a bad idea and not invest the right money in it. And it fucking sucks balls that Conroy pissed off Telstra, and so Telstra did a deliberate go slow on the NBN rollout, and so it wasn't far enough advanced when the Libs got into power, so they could fuck it. If the rollout had been faster and more widespread and everyone had seen how fucking great it was, it would have been too far gone for the Libs and all. Plus, it would have been absolutely devastating PR for them to fuck something up that was already working. But because Conroy fucked up the rollout by pissing off Telstra, the Libs could fuck it up and get away with it and blame it on Labor. So that's what we're fucking stuck with. Are your areas lucky because you paid to upgrade the shitty fiber node to HFC? Nice. Jeremy, that is the popular opinion. If you have 5G coverage, it will be faster than NBN. There's a question, because of the limited range and line of sight requirements of the towers, there's still a great big open question as to how well 5G will work. I for one am very intrigued to see it, because if I was able to just fucking walk around doing super good live streams on a phone, I'd do it, man. Well, Heine, you're stuck on ADSL. Damn, dude. 18 up, 0.75 down. Shit. I mean, 18 down, 0.75 up. Shit. Ooh, Colin, you've got a 5G phone. You can get 300 MIPS down. Ooh. See, if I had good enough 5G shenanigans happening that I could, do roaming live streams with a phone, I'd fucking do it, man. There's, of course, the data cost to consider, and are we going to get fucked yet again on data costs? But I definitely want to explore it. I know, Kirsten's internet cut out. Bummer. Oh, honey, you can get Netflix. That's okay. Luxury, you can get 1 gig per second on your phone from 5G. That's pretty good. So I had a brainwave tonight just before coming on. I don't know if I'm going to do this tonight or another night, but this is a cocktail idea. Because so I'm always doing milk clarified cocktails, milk punch cocktails, and I've done it with milk, and I've done it with coconut milk, and I've done it with almond milk. And what I thought was, what about chocolate milk? Like, I've got stuff for making hot chocolate, and I've got white hot chocolate mix there. Instead of just plain milk, could make it like white chocolate milk and use that to clarify a cocktail. Maybe get a chocolate flavor going into the cocktail. I just have to work out what that's likely to work best with. Hey, Gecko, how you doing? Strictly say, you got 6 times faster than home data, 50-50 at home, 4G. Actually, that's one other thing. If I switch this to 4G, I wonder what speed it gets. Switch you off to Wi-Fi. Got speed test app. You can go. Wonder, what this will be compared to. Oh, there you go. No, it's not as good as my Wi-Fi. It's not as big. Wi-Fi got a 10 millisecond ping, and 4G got a 25 millisecond ping. Wi-Fi had 50 MIP down. 4G's got 35 MIP down. Wi-Fi had 18 to 20 MIP up, and this has got like 7 or 8 MIP up. So there you go. Fun little experiment. My Wi-Fi is faster than my 4G. So now we know. Geki, you've been up all night cleaning out bedroom, closet, taking a bunch of stuff to storage. Dude, you know, you have a big job for cleaning. The way you find things and fix things and rebuild things, you'd have a lot of stuff, I reckon. Colin, you reckon not a good time to test mobile speeds because everyone's using fucking 4G because we're all locked inside? You may be right on that front. Yeah, well, I guess 5G is going to be around here sometime. Yeah, they tried it out in a lot of the country and city fringe areas first. I think there are some areas of CBD suburbs that have 5G. I don't have a 5G phone. If 5G ends up widespread with good deals, you get a 5G phone and take it from there, I guess. And of course, if you had decent data on 5G, I could just like tether the phone to the laptop and do it that way. I see, yeah, but you're in the States. Australia's fucking internet is third world. You get 265 down, 316 up. Yeah, see, you have to be at like a university to get those speeds in Australia. Consumer and business level, we're a fucking third world country. And we get worse compared to the rest of the year. We get further behind. Compared to the rest of the world, we get further behind every year. Gigabit fiber, yeah. I'm trying to think of something. I'm sure I remember some people making some spectacular sounding cocktails with gin that'd been white chocolate fat washed. Just thinking, a white chocolate gin gimlet. What's in this? Okay, that white chocolate liqueur. Fuck off, you shitty fucking site that's all ads and no content. Oh my God, I've scrolled so fucking far and it's just been ads and you still haven't fucking shown me. Okay, this site, gimlet cocktail. Half gin, half rosé. Right, white chocolate gimlet. Jesus Christ, you people fucking suck so hard. Christ, these cunts who make websites that you have to scroll forever and it's just fucking ads and shits that pop up and... What ingredients did we use? What? Okay, I'm just going to hire a hitman to fucking kill everyone. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to make a gimlet, but a clarified gimlet with, or at least that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. That's it, Kirsten. Jared from Molyneux mentioned white chocolate fat washing. And that's not what this is going to be. This is going to be white chocolate milk clarification. Gecko, because I was holding still, you thought the stream had locked up. I was just thinking. I was thinking. Annette, what's new with AIDS? He's okay. I did talk to him over the last couple of days. He was going to join on Saturday night, but then he said no, he actually couldn't stay awake. And of course, I didn't stream Sunday night or Monday night. He did message me both those nights, and I said no. It's sort of at home with Mrs. Angry, doing some TV watching for a couple of nights. And I didn't hear from him today, but I have heard from him over the last couple of days. He's, not great. He's never going to be great. It's a question of where he is on the spectrum of not great to really bad. But hopefully we will see him soon. I did actually send him the link for this live stream on the off chance he was checking his mail. Chocolate gin cocktails from the Think Gin Club. Okay, there might be something there. Well, let me see this. I swear, I don't like the idea of running an ad blocker because, people got to make a living and stuff. But fucking website design has gotten so fucking hostile. Okay. A mint chocolate martini. A chocolate orange martini. Gin, white creme de cacao, and orange liqueur. That actually sounds pretty good. A white chocolate gimlet. Gin, lime cordial, white chocolate liqueur. I'm going to make milk chocolate. Sorry, a white chocolate milk clarified gin gimlet. That's what I'm going to. Don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. Don't know if I'm going to do it tonight. Might do it tomorrow night. So, did I lose internet? No, I just wasn't on. Socializing. Gecko got your name in the Starlink beta. Ooh, that's interesting. Hey, Safa, good evening to you. Sorry, I just answered your question. I just... So, I'm going to make an El Presidente. Yeah, I reckon I should do the first half of the milk chocolat. White chocolate milk, and clarify a gin gimlet. So, Kirsten, deferring to your incredibly superior knowledge of gin, is the Navy strength good for a gimlet, or should I have a more standard one for a gimlet? Got to decide what to make. Orange curacao, vermouth. Guts to decide what to make. Navy strength gimlet. Okay. Unless I don't want it to get too drunk. When's that going to bother me? Oh, yeah. I mean, yes, the window blinds are terrible, aren't they? I should get them fixed. It just fell apart. I don't know. Computer got a hair. Thanks for dropping by, man. You've nerded up the convo enough. Lying in bed with your cat sounds like a fine alternative. Safa, what do I think of the Chinese president? He's a totalitarian prick. Like the whole regime. I think Mao was a totalitarian prick. Wait. I reckon I'm going to make the El Presidente and start the gimlet process, and then I can drink the gimlet tomorrow night. It's interesting because most of the stuff I've made and milk clarified, it's been a dark drink, and clarifying has lightened it. But a gimlet's going to be basically clear and is going to be completely clear when I clarify it. So 50 mils gin. Yeah, I think I might. What's 50 mils in ounces? Do my converter volume. Milliliters clear 50 ounces. 1 3/4 ounces. Okay, 1 3/4 ounces. That's fair. Do. Who's worse, Mao or Ping? I don't know. Oh, okay. You mean Mao or Xi Jinping? Ping. Yeah, okay. It's very hard to compare them. Mao did worse. Mao oversaw famine that killed millions and went in big waves of persecution. Current regime is, of course, very into repressing anyone who speaks up against them or is a bit different. So, yeah, while it's hard to do a direct comparison, I think we can say both bad, Mao probably worse. Is Ping a wannabe Putin? Putin wishes he had the level of power Ping has. A little Winnie the Pooh there has orders of magnitude more power than Putin. Russia might be the old enemy for the US, but in today's world, China has orders of magnitude more power than Russia. Yeah, like stripper, they're both assholes. Absolutely. No difference. Gecko, sorry, you had the lady get mad at you and call you crooked teeth. Yeah, I'm glad you laughed at it. That's just, yeah, people are fucking weird, man. Gecko shared me something on Facebook. It's on Facebook. Let's see. There's been a lot happening on Facebook, apparently. What's this shiz? Look at yours first. Okay, what'd you share with me, Gecko? Poor people, rich people. Okay. That's an interesting one. Poor people in a coffin, rich people in a coffin, but people who know how much a scam the funeral industry is just have their ashes in a coffee jar. Okay, a coffee meme. Like Stripper, when will China be free? Not for a very long time. And I mean, arguably, China's been better off under the authoritarian communist regime because the imperial regime before was fucking evil and terrible as well. Who knows? Safa, would I order any Chinese OEM for work? I don't know what the rules are with hardware and security at the moment. Oh yeah, I've seen the Big Lebowski many times. Oh, who was was someone in the Big Lebowski in a Folgers coffee can? See, I'm obviously forgetting something important. Why is my fucking hair so uneven? Like, no, bloody hell! It's annoying how uneven my hand is. Right, I'm going to set up and make this El Presidente. Is it a shaken or a stirred cocktail? It's stirred, I think. Shaken. Really? That would seem to be a stirred one to me. Rum, curacao, vermouth, and grenadine. It's just a dash. Like, oh, no, that shouldn't be shaken. Why would you shake that? Bloody fools. I'm going to stir it. Spending on alcohol advertising has gone up. So I read that alcohol consumption hasn't particularly gone up. Oh, right. Okay. Donnie, Steve Buscemi's character, died and was created. And then John Goodman's character was pissed off. They wanted $180 for an urn, so go to Folger. See, I forgot that little detail. I've seen it multiple times, but I forgot that little detail. So thank you for reminding me. Right, I'm going to set up to make an El Presidente because it's Obama's birthday, so he gets his own cocktail. I am not going to shake it. I'm going to stir it. And I need to get white rum, orange curacao, and dry vermouth. I'm going to try a slightly different editing thing with my videos. Would it be okay to turn the volume down a little bit? Just a little bit? All right. I'm trying to make my YouTube videos a bit sexier, and I thought of a way to potentially do it. Let's see how this goes. Right, so this is not this wide, but that wide. Got my stirring glass. Going to do some sexy edits. You'll have to wait a day or so to see them if you're interested. All right. So that's that. Curacao vermouth. All right. Put this up here. It's raining outside. Not quite heavy enough for it to come through, but right, put that there for now. Yeah, you can watch along while I make this. Won't be that long. That's a good point, Kirsten. Alcohol consumption generally hasn't gone up, but a greater percentage of what people are drinking is local, which helps people like Kirsten with a job. That's what I'm doing. I'm helping local. Don't have a local white rum. The local rums I have are quite dark. It's hard to get a good local white rum. I don't trust the Bundaberg white rum. I had Beanley white rum before that was actually pretty good, but there you go. So, all right. So I'm going to make an El Presidente cocktail. I need my jigger. I said jigger, don't cancel me. It wasn't the N word, it was the J word. So, I just realized what that abbreviation was. Okay, gotta go. Talk to you later. Okay, probably already gone. Okay, so I'm gonna make an El Presidente. Okay, so 1.5, 3/4, and a dash. That is easy. I can remember that. Put ice in my shaker, in my freaking stirrer. Actually, I want to quickly look in this guide. See what he says about shaking or stirring, because it doesn't make sense to me to say shake this one. It's got no citrus in it or anything that needs to be blended. El Presidente 72. Yeah, stir. Shaking. Who the fuck would shake this? I don't know. People say, you're not angry. Well, I know when you're supposed to shake and when you're supposed to stir a cocktail. And this is an all booze cocktail. Clearly stir it. Don't shake it. I only got like a bar spoon of grenadine. Need my grenadine. Reet. So, ready. Timothy, you're the second person to ask me about Microsoft and TikTok. Don't really care. Okay, I'm going to have to make a note of that, Kirsten. Jimmy Rum, Indorama, make a silver rum. I'll have to look into that. Another local for me to support. Reut. 3/4. Okay. Got this. Ready to go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. What's that looking like? Needs a little bit more zooming in. That might be enough zooming in. That is probably enough zooming in. We're good. We're good to go. Okay. Join me now as I make an El Presidente. Sorry, could you turn it down a little bit more? G'day, cocktail lovers. How are you? I don't know about things in your part of the world. In my part of the world, we have a literal, actual curfew now. Fine city of Melbourne and surrounds, because our COVID cases were getting a little bit out of control. It was going up and up. And again, the rest of the world, I have to say, for us, a lot. There's a couple hundred to 600 or 700 cases a day. And it was clearly going to get worse. So really aggressive measures have been taken. So I'm not just staying home and making cocktails by choice now. I have to stay home after 8 p.m. Unless I have a really good reason, I have to stay in. Fortunately, I like to stay in and amuse myself by making cocktails. And today, I'm going to make an El Presidente. I was somewhat inspired when I was looking for inspiration. Look, it's Obama's birthday. I was going to initially say, oh, do I have anything I could make a joke, something combining African and Hawaiian elements, for the conspiracy idiots who go, he was born in Africa, even though he was obviously born in Hawaii. And I don't really have anything that suits that. So no, there's a traditional, quite well-known cocktail called an El Presidente, and I'm going to go with that. It's a rum-based drink, white rum, and it's pretty easy to make. It's a stir drink, nothing fussy, relatively easy to get ingredients, and it's because a lot of rum drinks are very heavy with the juices and the tropical tiki style, which I like, but getting one that takes a different tack is good. And this one is basically an all booze cocktail. Just got to stir it down and serve it. So let's get going. First up, 1.5 ounces of white rum. That's too much. We're also adding 3/4 ounce of Blanco vermouth. This is an Australian vermouth, Regal Rogue's Lively White. It's a semi-dry, so there's dry, there's sweet. It's kind of in the middle, semi-dry, and just 3/4 ounce of the vermouth going in. Oh no, and let's run out of whiskey for hot toddies. That's not good. We also want 3/4 ounce of an orange liqueur. I'm going with another local product, Marionette's Dry Curacao. You can use, there's a few you can use. Use Triple Sec, someone else's Curacao, Cointreau, whatever you have to hand, whatever you like, really. This one I do quite like, so 3/4 ounce of Curacao. We're pretty much done now. We're just going to put a dash of some... Brain stopped working. We're pretty much done now. Going to put a dash of my homemade grenadine in. Different recipes I saw said anywhere from a dash to 5 mils. Seeing it's a stirred cocktail, I'm just going to do a bar spoon of the grenadine and stir that in. Given that this is basically an all booze drink, even though, the... Given this is basically an all booze drink, I'm going to give it a good stir, about 30 seconds, first to make sure it's nice and cold, but second, a little bit of dilution's not going to go astray when it's an all booze cocktail. Stirring. Let's run out of whiskey. I'm waiting for my new Fortress whiskey to arrive. It's just got this nice slight pink tinge from the grenadine. Okay, where's my strainer and my glass? There's my strainer. Oh, what in the ever-loving fuck? Who the fuck fucked with my fucking fuck? Okay, people do shit and it fucking pisses me off. Okay, I had glasses chilling and someone fucking took them out. Well, I had them there for a fucking reason. Now, we're going to strain the cocktail into a coupe glass, whatever glass you have that you think is going to look good. You can see it's got a nice pink tinge from the grenadine. Maybe I should have gone a bit lighter on the grenadine, but it's quite an attractive colour. Let's see if it has a presidential taste to it as well. Oh, that's good. That's a nice balance. Even though it's 50% rum, it's not overpowering it. There's a nice balance being struck between the vermouth and the orange liqueur. And like I said, although I'm getting a bit of colour from the grenadine, not really getting any excessive sweetness, because like I said, it was just a bar spoon that I put in. You can even put in a little less and see how that works for you. But yeah, hey, Obama's birthday was as good an excuse as any to make an El Presidente. If you're looking for a slightly different way to drink rum, as opposed to the tropical drinks you most commonly get with rum, the El Presidente is a good variation. Just the rum, the grenadine, splash of grenadine, vermouth, and some orange liqueur in there. You've got a very nicely balanced drink. Oh yeah, well worth it. Like I said, this is a dry curacao that I used. You could use a sweeter orange liqueur like Cointreau particularly comes to mind. It's going to give slight variations on the same drink, as is using different vermouths. Using different rums is going to give you a slightly different drink, but that's part of the fun. I'd love to hear from you if this is a drink you've tried, or if there's a particular rum now you've seen it you think would go in here. What ingredients you choose, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, it'd be great if you did. Maybe tell your friends, ring the bell, get notifications, come back and see what I'm going to come up with next, because I don't know about you, but I need distractions from time to time, and I'm finding making cocktails quite a good distraction. So I'm going to leave you with the El Presidente. Cheers. All right. Kirsten was doing a job, and it's got to get some more Starward. So I'm just going to turn my cameras off. All right. That's that. What did I miss? Abigail. Abigail, I don't know who fucked with my shit. It's hardly the end of the world. It's just annoying. Kirsten, it's probably the specials at Dan's are only $5 from what I saw, Kirsten. But yeah, order direct from the Starwood Distillery. You get free shipping, which is a bigger saving. So, and also, then the distiller gets a better deal as well. I've got my new Fortis on the way from the Starwood Distillery, but as an entry level one, the twofold is quite nice, and they do a couple different single grains as well. Oh, and I'm really tempted to get the old fashioned again. I have to admit, a pre-mixed old fashioned, like 500 mils. So depending how heavy you pour, that's like 8 to 10 cocktails for $50. And it's a cocktail that won best in the world for, bottled pre-mixed drink. It's pretty bloody good. Yes, Mr. Grant Gregory, free chippies. That's what they're offering, free chippies. When you live in close proximity a long time, can't go anywhere else, little things can get quite magnified. Yeah, I just found annoying something I'd done as preparation that someone else had fucked with. And it's like, did it not occur to you that I'd done that for a reason? Anyway. Oh, yeah, Annette, if you get the pre-mixed old-fashioned, A, it's really good. I finished mine. B, get yourself an orange as well, right? Get yourself an orange, and when you pour yourself an old-fashioned with a nice big chunk of ice in there, peel a bit of the peel, spritz the oils over the top of the old-fashioned, and just wipe it lightly around the edge of the glass and put it in the glass. It just next levels it. I almost never bother with garnishes, but just that orange peel on an old-fashioned takes it next level. This is actually quite good. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I took a little sip of the Bacardi straight from the thing because I put a bit much in the jigger. And I'm not fond of Bacardi straight, but mixed with the vermouth and the orange curacao, it was really quite good. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks for the inspiration, Obama. Thanks, Obama. Maybe that's what. Oh, this is actually really quite good. It's one of those ones. It's like it's not a 9 out of 10, but it's an 8 out of 10, I reckon. It's like each time I drink, I go, no, this is actually good. It's like a solid 7.5, 8 out of 10. This is a good one. Really enjoying it. Cool. Put this stuff back. What's in a gimlet? Oh, fuck it. I don't have any fucking lime juice. Oh, the rain's just coming down heavier too. Okay, so I'm not going to do my clarified gin gimlet tonight because I don't. Can you hear the rain? It's like a plastic corrugated veranda behind me amplifies the rain quite a bit. Right, I'll put this stuff back. Yeah. Put this back in. And put this back in. Okay. Got blood orange juice. I do not have lime juice. I do not have anything I could substitute for lime juice or lime cordial. I don't think. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Sugar syrup. What is this? What is this? Yep. Citrus sugar syrup. And this is citrus sugar syrup. Should use some more of that. Okay. Alrighty. My bulldozer. No, I'm a fat bastard. Oh, Annette, your cats are going nuts from the rain. Does anyone remember sort of pop dance act from the 90s called Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine, Carter USM? I was into them for a brief moment. I was in the track, might have been called Surfing USM. It was just about being a fat bastard. They had the sample from Red Dwarf, a Rimmer complaining and saying, you know, when you're 19, 20, you can go out, drink all night, party all day, and still fit into your size 14 jeans the next day. But then the day comes, you know, you can't do the jeans up, and before you know it, you're a fat bastard. And then they just told this sort of dance track starts with a chant like a football crowd going, "You fat bastard! You fat bastard! You fat bastard! You fat bastard!" And then on a sample from a few other songs there. Anyway, I briefly liked Carter the Unstoppable Sex Machine. You think I could be the Australian Big Show like stripper? Yeah, there's trouble. Most of the wrestlers are really tall though, and I'm only 5'8". It would put me at a distinct disadvantage. Other distinct disadvantages would be being old and frail, and I could not do the stunts without being in absolutely horrific pain. So it will have to remain a dream because, it's just wouldn't be good for me. So the dance specials, yeah, $5. You save more on shipping by ordering straight from the distillery and getting free shipping. And that wasn't on the old fashioned, that was on the twofold. It's actually a $6 saving, so almost 10%. And then $5 off the Nova single malt, about 5%. Similar. All these whiskies. You don't need any other whiskies. I have whiskies. Luxury thing, I still kick the shit out of most of them. Maybe. Look up. What did Kirsten tell me about a rum? Jimmy Rum in Jurma. Let me look them up. Jimmy Rum. Okay, Jimmy Rum, premium Australian craft rum distillery. Rum respect rambunctiousness. Home delivered and takeaway cocktails. Ooh, where are they based? Our shop. The Rum Shop. Rum barrel shares. Ooh. What do they do with rums? A silver rum? Ooh, a navy rum. A navy silver rum. That's getting serious. Oaked rum, Barbados import. Serious. With their special ones, I don't quite have that many dineros above. Classic mojito at home kit. Oh, that's cute. All the little components to make your own mojito or your own stormy. It's their mixer party pack. Get 1 bottle of Jimmy Silver, 1 bottle of Jimmy Barbados, Jimmy Oat, Jimmy Navy, and ginger beer, Cappy soda, Cappy spiced cola, Strange Love pear. Oh, guide to doing your own little rum party. That's actually pretty cool. Okay, yeah, no, Kirsten, I was definitely definitely going to open the package on a live stream. Save it for that. Probably even have the video camera running so I can use it for a video as well. Heist, did I like the mango Pepsi? Yeah, it's not bad. I got another bottle of it to decide if I actively like it. Look, Stu, how tall are my brothers? My tallest brother's probably only about 5'9", maybe 5'10". My older brothers are shorter. But yeah, short asses run in my family. Drink all the rum, all of the rum. I mean, silver rum. Jimmy Rum Silver Premium. 3 adventurous years in the making, produced in our beautiful 1,500-litre copper still Matilda. With rich aromas of warm vanilla, hints of butterscotch and caramel, touch of fresh grass, and a long, clean finish. Jimmy drinks his neat, no ice, no mixing, no mucking around. Jimmy Rum, we don't judge though, so drink how you like it. With a simple, dry, fresh lime, favorite rum cocktail. Any way you use it will leave you wanting more. Okay. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze now. Excuse me. Beanley rum. Ooh, one of their rums tastes like Werther's Original. That's a good recommendation. Now, Locust Tripper, you're going to be taller than anyone in my family. You're about the same height as my son. He's like 5'11", 6 foot. One of those generational things because his mum's family are all shorter than me. But yeah, no, my son's like 5'11", 6 foot, something like that. So lucky he's well behaved because he's a bit big to discipline, quite honestly. So lucky I don't have to. Yes, Mr. Beanley, I'm legal. What do you have on offer? Beanley have a silver rum, copper pot distilled rum, double cask 5-year-old, which is the one I have, a white 3-year-old. Raw materials 100% molasses, single blend column and pot distilled. They say it's clear and bright. No, it's nuanced apple blossom, banana. I bet they're saying nuanced apple blossom, banana, vanilla, and floral aromas. I bet I wouldn't get any of that if I smelled it. Award-winning white rum, aged gracefully for a minimum of 3 years in 100-plus-year-old maturation vats within the sanctity of our 1890s heritage-listed bond store, offering a medium sweetness on the palate with a lingering toffee caramel note featured from our locally sourced molasses. Perfect for a hot summer afternoon cocktail, or perhaps a neat sipper with a medium finish. Then they do a spiced rum and a barrel-aged rum, port barrel-infused rum, 10-year-old rum, honey liqueur rum, traditional rum liqueur. It's only 20% ABV. Rum with cola in a can. Why not? Drinking rum and Coca-Cola. chocolate, working for the Yankee dollar. Yes, Locust Trooper, you and my son are both tall. Taller than me. Much taller than me. I'm a short ass. So, CP5. Welcome to CP5. Go away, please. Please. Oh, it's only $43. So the big question is the Jimmy Rum Silver twice as good as the Beanley Rum because it costs twice as much. Big questions, big questions, big questions. Asking the big questions. All my big questions are about booze. That's a worry. That is a big worry. All right. So I've got to go to the supermarket tomorrow and see if fucking everything's sold out. I've got to get some lime juice. It's like, my main thing going to the supermarket. I need some lime juice so I can make some cocktails with lime juice because I used up all my lime juice. No more limes. I don't even have... I'm going to buy some of the fucking off-the-shelf lime juice just so I have it. I'm going to get some limes. I have some grapefruits, ruby red grapefruits I still have to juice. That doesn't help me when I need lime juice, but I make something with them. I think, speaking from, I got sticky stuff. I spilt some of my, only a drop of my pomegranate syrup, my grenadine, and it's sticky as fuck because it's 50% sugar. I just got to get a cloth because I put my hands in it and my hands are sticky. That's what she said. Oh. Clean up. Oh, yeah, God, it's turned into sugar already. There would have been ants all over that in the morning. All right, now my hands feel a bit cleaner and the bench is cleaner. So say we all. Oh my God. And I don't know if this, I don't know who else here is in Victoria. And okay, it's actually only Melbourne and surrounds that are curfewed. I reckon it's going to get weird. I reckon just the news that we're doing this was a little bit overwhelming. And I know some people have not taken it very well at all. Other people have taken it a bit better. I reckon it did affect me a bit. I think like Sunday night and into Monday. I was a bit fucked up by the whole news. I think shit's gonna get a bit weird. A bit fucking weird. Ooh, that's interesting. The US had a big drop. To me, still the weirdest thing about the global pandemic is not knowing what's going to happen. Not knowing at all. And all this time into this fucking shit, we don't know. We don't know how long it's going to last, if we will ever have a vaccine or an effective treatment. How many people are going to get sick, die? Is Australia going to be cut off from the rest of the world for a year or two? Can we afford to do that? As we go into winter in the Northern Hemisphere, is it going to get super out of control there? Because they're not doing real well in the summer, a lot of places. And also because, particularly when you look at places like America that are, they're pushing hard for the no social distancing. One of the corollary knock-on effects we had in Australia of the social distancing is, we had virtually no flu cases. Like normally we'd get, a whole ton of flu cases. And in fact, the early indications were we were going to have a really bad flu season. And then all the social distancing really knocked that on the head. So we didn't even get our normal flu cases. But oh God, America in particular, on top of the potential of COVID getting out of control. I mean, I think it's out of control now, but I mean, really, really out of control. Like they're getting 500 to 1,000 deaths a day at the moment. They've got to worry about getting 5,000 deaths a day and their health system completely collapsing and basically their society completely collapsing. They're going to get their normal flu season as well. And, oh, Jesus, I'm not feeling good about it. Is there a real sale for Boris Johnson paying for half-off restaurant bills in the British? Yeah, make it your life fucking meal. Honey, you think big business union wants people to be assumed safe after having a test before the result? Yes, if you have a test, you have to self-isolate. The tests are probably going to get better and faster. What do you think? Annette, I love that rebellion. You rebelled and did fuck all chores or anything else. I love it. I am 100% here for just saying, fuck this shit. It's me day. Actually, fuck my workplace. Like I've been working from home for fucking months and will be for the foreseeable future, working for state government, actually. So fucking COVID's front and center because the department has to take a whole bunch of actions. And they're really good. They're really supportive. Like we had a meeting called this afternoon. The boss just said it's mandatory. The whole department has to be at this online meeting. And it was literally just to say, this is a serious, are you okay thing? Like, how are you doing? Because this is not fucking normal. This is really weird. And it's going to be stressful. So I think they like genuinely care about their stuff. And I'm only a contractor. Man, if I was still in the places in last year, they were fucked. It would have been so fucked if I was still there. First, I would have lost the fucking job. This one, I'm probably getting extended till middle of next year. Paperwork still has to go through. But the plan is I'm there till, middle of next year. In such a fucking, financially stressful situation, that will be a godsend. Bronson, am I a government contractor? I am a contractor who is currently contracted to work for the government. I work in a government department. I'm not sure what you mean by government contractor. Last year I was working at a uni and, prior to that I was working for a private energy company. I'm a contractor. I move around and do different things. So it's just the way. Is this the longest job ever? It will be, actually, in all seriousness. If the longest I've been in a contract is 18 months. And this will be 18 months if I stay there for that long. Do I sanitize when I get stuff from online? No, I do not. Arguably there'd be some merit in that, but I don't. It's a good call though, actually, man. I probably should. Yes, Luke, as the Beach Boys say, I get around. Bronson, you work for government. They're looking after you. See, it's good. I'm convinced the people I worked for last year, I was a university. Universities are fucking sacking everyone. I probably would have got an early termination if I was still there. But even if not, I don't feel for a second they would have looked after me like the current job does. You had a guy downloaded 35 terabytes last month on NBN. What in God's name is there the 35 terabytes worth of downloading? I'm having trouble imagining. Was it like 1,000 4K movies, I don't know what you would be doing to do that. I think it's kind of funny when people do stuff just because they can, like when it's not a particularly sensible thing to do, but they can do it, so they do it. I'm kind of on board with it, quite honestly. Um, if you're not hurting other people, why not do weird shit just because you can, honestly? Bronson, the download a 5 gig text file from internet. There's one thing around working in a uni. Unis have super fucking fast internet. Melbourne Uni, particularly, few years ago now, I worked at University of Melbourne, and their internet speeds on campus were fucking phenomenal. But yeah. Oh, Luke, you've been looking at traffic cameras around Melbourne. Oh, that sounds like fun. I'm going to do a search. Melbourne traffic cameras. Let me see. Victoria, so Melbourne and Victoria traffic cameras. Live traffic cams. Beaconsfield Parade, Princes Highway, Wattletree, Eastern Freeway. That's what we want. We want a freeway. What's happening on a freeway? It's just a still picture. I don't want a still picture. I want a video. Image will refresh in 18 seconds. Oh no! I don't want still pictures. I want video. I want to, and because it's raining, the whole fucking thing is very poor resolution, and I can't see what's on there anyway. Okay, well the image didn't fucking refresh, man. Princess Street at Chandler Highway. No, I've decided your website's fucking shit. Your website is fucking shit, even though you were the first search result. Live traffic. Ooh, the actual Vic Roads site. That's cool. Or is this just traffic conditions, not traffic cameras? I want traffic cameras. So much roadworks going on. That's just traffic conditions. It's not traffic cameras. I want traffic cameras. Traffic monitoring cameras? I worked for Vic Roads a couple of years ago too. It's the joy of being a contractor. You end up everywhere. I worked for Vic Roads. Their control center was pretty spiff. Traffic monitoring cameras. No. Okay, I'm going to try one more site because you put the idea in my head. I really want to see traffic cameras. Oh, Luke, you just saw still pics. All right. Traffic camera summary. There's a bit of traffic on the road. Parkville Road. There's a lot of traffic on the roads. There's a lot of people on the roads. Anyway, that was a distraction. Fascinated at the idea. Looks you work for government for a while. Part-time Centrelink. Work as a dog coordinator. Geez, that would have been stressful. Do I see interesting stuff? Do I do interesting stuff? I'm working in cybersecurity at the moment, which is actually interesting. Because everyone worries about it now. They call me Pyro. How's my job situation? We were just talking about that. Pretty good, all things considered. I'm on the verge of having my contract extended till halfway through next year, which would be fucking awesome in this stressful time. And Timothy, what website? Oh, dude, I don't even remember. Sorry, I shut it down. I just did a Google search on traffic cameras Melbourne and clicked the first couple of links. But yes, what I saw was not very edifying. I have to admit. So I let it go. Yeah, Pyro, thanks, man. I'm pretty happy myself. Also, it is, and it's the other thing I was saying, it's a really good place to work. Yeah, Luke, Telstra did not get DDoSed. There was network disruption, and they initially thought the traffic behavior looked like a denial of service attack, and that's what they publicly said, that it was a distributed denial of service attack. And they later walked it back and said, no, it doesn't. We thought it was, but it wasn't. Bronson, would I take up a permanent position if the government offered me one? That is a very good question. And depending on how the next year goes, maybe. They pay me really well at the moment to be on contract. I might have paid off I have to say, as a contractor, because I owe the tax department a fuck ton of money. I've got to stay a contractor till I accrue enough dineros to pay off the tax department. Then I can consider being a permanent employee. And I am getting old. Maybe taking on a government job is the way to see out my sunset years. Teach these young whippersnappers a thing or two. Yeah, maybe I might go into semi-retirement working for the government. Yeah, it's possible. But like I said, the initial thing is to be on contract till maybe the middle of next year, which is financial year. State government, that's when they do their budgets. So they tend to like cut things off there and then review for the next year. So I was initially here for the first 6 months of the year till the end of the financial year, and they liked all the things my team was doing and have been doing little extensions and trying to get the paperwork through for a long extension to do another whole program of work. But yeah, the government departments, there's enough diversity in the government departments that often, you like stay in a department but do a whole bunch of really different things. So, I mean, potentially I could, yeah. We'll see what the next year does anyway. It's funny, if you're working for the government, you probably have to stop shit talking the government. Really? Wouldn't you? Just in case it gets back to them. Hey, that guy. I mean, not if I'm just a grunt, but like, oh, God forbid I ever got promoted. Probably have to stop shit talking the government. It threaten my job. What happens to the Libs get in when you work for Libs? Well, see, as a public servant, you are not working for the government. You are working for the people. Yes, government policy to a large extent dictates what you do. And I think, yes, if you very publicly shit talk the government, particularly if you say, hey, I'm John Smith and I work for the tax department and the government's fucked this, that, and that can get you lose your job very much. Yeah, that's a thing to be conscious of. Yes, Safa, the federal public servants answer to Scummo and his crowd, and each state has its own public service, of course. Bronson, you don't know if you'd go back to the private sector. I mean, swings and roundabouts. There are positives and negatives in both the public and private sector, and I think it's down to your personality and what job you end up doing. Yeah. Timothy, I'm glad, man. If you're a government boss, you'd keep me around even with my shit talking. Yeah. I've been very careful. I have never, like in all my YouTube stuff and my general online stuff, I've never even shit talked a place I worked in the past, only in the vaguest terms. Like a reference that, banks worry me because their infrastructure is so shonky. It's held together with fucking blue tack and wishful thinking. It's so stressful working in a bank because security is so important, but so many of their systems are so badly designed and have been cobbled together over literal decades, and people just keep sticking stuff on. It's like some weird mutant form of Jenga. Banks can be super stressful places to work. I haven't worked in a bank for quite a while, but I've done a couple of years in banks. What do I think about Pay ID? Got hacked last year. I don't really know anything about Pay ID. I literally don't know anything about it. I don't know what it is. But any financial service is under constant attack by hackers, both extremely skilled and script kiddies, and right up to state-backed hackers. Yes, heist. That's a good way to put it. Their systems are spaghetti stapled to spaghetti. It's very concerning when you're in there. And you worked for a bank 20 years ago and it was like that back then. Oh, yeah. They never fixed the problem from 20 years ago, Annette. They just sort of kludged more stuff on top of it. That's a nightmare. Timothy, your dad worked in the bank in the 80s. You had to go to lunch and have a beer. Oh, I've loved when I've worked in some public service jobs and there were guys who spent their whole life in the public service and they would tell stories about the 70s and 80s. And it was a wild old time. What they do. Logan, I'm not a job jumper. I'm a contractor. It's the nature of being a contractor. Yeah, and you're right, Suffer. The banks refused to change much even after the Royal Commission fucking handed their ass to them. But the government was never going to take action against banks. So why would they, basically? Oh, no, honey, I don't do database stuff. Database stuff is very specialized. As a business analyst, I help people generally with requirements documentation, defining what you need from systems, whether it's brand new systems or updates to existing systems. I do a lot of fun stuff. It's like process mapping. So it's basically making sure people understand fully how the system works and how they want the system to work. And I don't work with servers either. So, I mean, servers are there. Kirsten, you couldn't work for the public service again. So it's down to your individual temperament, I think, and probably your individual experiences as well. Like I said, I think there are pluses and minuses to the private sector, and there are pluses and minuses to the public sector, and there are significant differences in different areas of the public sector, and there are significant differences in different areas of the private sector. Last 20 years, I've worked, I don't know, 40 jobs, I guess. Yeah, probably 40 jobs in the last 20 years. So across a huge range, from little technology startups to banks, to local, state, and federal government, to higher education, to public utilities. Done a little bit of everything. Brunson, interested? I don't know, Kirsten, do you want to talk about why you won't work with public service again? Not say anything that would incriminate you? I'm just thinking, like, because I was talking earlier about getting another bloody silver rum. Oh, because the Bacardi's almost gone. There's no more space on my fucking drink carts. I can't buy any more booze. I don't need any more. There's 100 fucking bottles there. That's a slight exaggeration, but there's probably 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's about 60 full-size bottle there. Yikes, 60 bottles of booze. Fuck. Oh, you were just bored. You were so bored, you got to level 700 on Farmville. Oh my god. Aussie broadband booted the 35 terabyte bandit. That's a nice bit of alliteration there, Safa. Good work on it. Broadband bandit booted after 35 terabyte booty. Something like that. Also, you're in your 20s and everyone else had kids older than you. Yeah, no, that would suck. Yeah, you were definitely in the wrong department, Kirsten. And at 4 degrees Celsius feels like 1.3. I think it's going to be a very cold night. Very cold night. What's my little bomb app saying? Bomb is saying it's 6 where I am. Feels like 2.5. And it's as cold as it's meant to get overnight. But I bet it fucking feels colder. Tomorrow's going to be a shit day. Tomorrow's only going to get to about 10. Bronson, you reckon, or your boss reckons you'll be there for the rest of your life? So tomorrow's going to be shit. And then Thursday is going to be shitter. No, about the same. Tomorrow and Thursday are going to be shit. Friday may be shitter. Low of 4 overnight. Jesus. And then it's slowly picking up on Saturday and Sunday. Rain starting to die away on Saturday. Sunday might be a vaguely nice day. And then it's going to be shit again on Monday. Jesus, what a great week. Feely and Sila, hello. Look, what do I reckon is going to happen to TAFE kids? Didn't pass year 12. Kids next door doing year 12 this year is such a fucking challenge. This is just such a fucking weird year. This is so fucking weird. Oh god, because you're going to be freezing and you work in a tin box. You got to lift lots of boxes, Kirsten. Keep the motion happening. Yeah, working in a warehouse in weather like this, not fantastic. Down to 1 overnight in Adelaide, Luke. Dang. The prediction for the lowest here is 4 overnight. Bet it's going to feel colder than that, though, because it's raining. So the chill from the fucking rain, it's going to suck balls. Suck so many balls. Not in a good way. Ugh, that's not good at all. That is not good at all. Oh, well. For no real reason, just did a screenshot. I'm trying to switch it off and I squeezed both sides. That's what she said. Sorry. There are very few circumstances where I won't come up with a "that's what she said," or as the actress said to the bishop. Apparently that refers to a specific thing. I wonder if Google will tell me if I write "as the actress said to the bishop." According to Wikipedia, the phrase "said the actress to the bishop," a colloquial and vulgar British exclamation offering humour by serving as a punchline that exposes an unintended double entendre. An equivalent phrase in North America is "that's what she said." Yes. Versatility of such phrases and their popularity lead some to consider them cliched. History and variations. Popular usage in the Air Force. Phrase is frequently used by the fictional character Simon Templar, the Saint. Phrase first appears in the second Saint novel, where it says, as the actress said on an auspicious occasion, and alternate version, as the bishop said. As the girl said to the soldier appears in a recorded sound test for Alfred Hitchcock's 1929 film Blackmail. Kingsley Amis uses it in his 1954. No. I had someone refer to me that yeah, I had someone tell me once that they thought it, and I think they were making shit up according to this, that it referred to someone in particular. There you go. Like, sure, if you're talking about young adults, didn't pass year 12, can't enter uni, did a TAFE course, going to be hard for them to 100. I don't know, man. Depends what they did at TAFE. TAFE can be really good. Uni can be really overrated. I mean, I went to uni. Both my offspring are doing courses at uni at the moment, but it depends what you want to do. TAFE or trade training can be really good. Uni can be overrated. Uni's not for everyone. Uni isn't some magic thing that makes your life better. I personally think, in a general way, university and higher learning is good. It doesn't suit everyone. It'd be actively detrimental to some people. But learning generally, and I count trade learning, like I said, whether that be a TAFE course or an apprenticeship, just generally learning good. Like stripper, all the jobs are gone at the moment, but I don't know, who knows? Maybe construction jobs, like trade jobs, maybe they'll be the first ones to take off again when things open up and, construction starts happening. Maybe trade type jobs will be the first ones to take off. I mean, I don't know, but maybe. Highest year mate did a few years of game and web design at uni. He's now driving trucks. His course helped him none at all. Yeah, dude, that happens. That absolutely happens. Like a stripper, uni is good for a lot of jobs. It comes down to what you want. And like High's saying about his mate, he did a web design course and now being a truck driver. That's not even necessarily a bad thing. Having your mind opened by higher learning, even if you don't go on to do academic or professional work, that you go into something more trade oriented, that's not necessarily a bad thing. But for instance, the American system is fucked beyond all recognition. It's a classist system. The cost is out of most people's reach. You get this ridiculous thing with students going into absolutely farcical amounts of debt. It's the fucking conservatives would love to do that in Australia because they do not want poor people getting an education and learning how to fucking think. They do not want it. It's one aspect of their class warfare. They would very much like it that only the rich and powerful get access to higher learning. They would like that a lot. But yeah, like I said, having said that, it's not for everyone. Not everyone benefits from a university type learning. But I think generally the concept of learning, and that includes learning a skill, learning a trade, fuck it, man, learning how to play an instrument. Those are all valuable things. So I think further learning is a good thing for just about everybody. But yeah, it doesn't have to be uni. And yes, Kirsten, the pieces of shit in Parliament who are making university more and more inaccessible, A significant majority of them got free uni, courtesy of Edward Gough Whitlam. No, but the Conservatives, they're just fucking ideologues, and they want to fuck people over. Anyway, on that cheery thought, I think it is a cheery thought, saying positive thing about learning. So, for which party got rid of free uni? I believe it was Bob Hawke's Labor Party that actually got rid of free uni. Ushered in neoliberal bullshit. Not that everything the Hawke and Keating governments did was bad, but they were fucking neoliberal shills, and they did do away with free university. But yes, don't stop learning, kids. That's the tip to go out on. Don't stop learning. Yes, and hopefully Aidsy comes back tomorrow. I'll try and remember to call him or message him tomorrow to remind. I was really surprised I didn't hear from him today, because I did for the last 2 days, but I wasn't live, so we're going to see him. Hopefully we'll see him again soon. Hopefully I'll see you all again soon. But I'm going to go to bed. Look after yourselves, one and all. I hope the lockdown's not getting too much to you, particularly if you're in Melbourne.